Okay, we're doing it. We're doing this. What's up? I'm tired. Hello, tired. I'm Janae. How y'all doing? We didn't post last week. It's her fault. It's her fault.
I don't think so.
Okay. We have like 3 to 4 weeks of delay going on with the bank and all this other stuff. Got me stressed out a little bit. I think I got some more grays coming in my beard and my hair. It's been hard for us to figure out what we should do, right? Because we've just been kind of in a holding pattern. So you guys had said you wanted to see some of the designs for the house. We had talked about in the last video about what we did and didn't want to show, but we went through and we came up with a nice compromise, because that's what a good relationship is. It's just compromising your values.
That sounds terrible when you put it like that. No, we figured out a way to do it that's fun, and I think you'll be able to see what the house is going to be like, but without being like unsafe or showing too much. And also, like, keeping it a little bit special just for us. Yeah. You know? Because
I do think it's cool to see, like, how it's going to look now. And then when it's finished, you guys can compare the two.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some, like, renderings, some 3D fly-throughs, just kind of... The furniture in it is just placeholder stuff. A lot
of the color choices. And
it's not all to the exact specifications, right? But you can get an idea of the space.
Let's start with the outside.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. All right. So, as you'll see, the house is black. And the roof is black. It's black on black. All right. I saw a house and I asked, does it come in black? You can see it's got stone on the outside with some I guess, wooden accents. The front door is a huge pivot door. We're going to have some sort of interest to that. We don't know exactly the finish we're going to be. It may be a giant copper door. It may be wood. We don't know yet.
Something interesting.
But we wanted to keep the stone on the outside from the current house, that look, and the modern, it's all the green that's outside. I think a black house on all that green is going to just...
There's no landscaping in these plans, so it looks very just black and stone, but there's going to be lots of plants, and literally the entire background of everything's going to be green pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking this was the landscaping we'd go for.
You would.
I love it. If you look real close, you can see the house is just hovering off the ground.
Oh, it is.
Just so.
Oh, there's a shadow underneath it. Yeah. So let's talk very briefly about like what were our must-haves going through this. I think that that's a good way for you to see like why we chose what we did or what's in our head without getting in the weeds about it.
Yeah. I had to have a large garage to keep all my toys.
Which is not in this. Well, you can only see part of it in this drawing. Where the chimney is on the far left side.
Yeah. And it wasn't a must-have, but I wanted a porte-cochere, which you can see here. You see like the little...
Where you drive through.
You drive under that awning. That's like where the driveway goes back to the garages. I love that. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, I like it too.
And
it's very British of you.
Yes. I'm very British.
Very European.
What else? I had to have a place to work.
A metal roof.
A metal roof.
Mostly black.
You just tell them everything I need, because you keep up with me.
I didn't really have many wants for the outsides other than stone would be nice, just because that's part of what's on the house that we had to demo. And I think it just makes sense for where the house is located, and like the historical homes, if you find them here, would have mostly stone facades on the outside. But I know he was never going to go for a full stone facade, and I probably wasn't either. So I think this is a good happy medium.
Yeah. What's your style and my style? Just so that people get an idea of that.
Do you want me to say yours too, or do you want to say yours?
No, well, mine is just like, I don't want to say industrial modern. It's more industrial, like, I guess just more industrial. Because modern stuff I don't really like.
Yeah, you lean pretty industrial, but you do like a lot of like clean, sharp lines from actual modern.
And black. And grays.
Yeah.
And that's any color in a house usually. I want to come from natural materials like wood and stone and stuff.
Which I think we both kind of agree on that part. Mine would be probably the exact opposite of your style, which is like British manor house meets eccentric 80-year-old woman who's collected a bunch of stuff.
Crazy book and cat lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, very interesting merging, but I think that we've done a pretty good job of it.
We have. All right.
I want to go inside.
Let's go inside.
Okay. So this is the layout of the main area of the house. Ish.
Now, just so you know, some of these drawings have been tweaked and edited so that...
Redacted.
Yeah, we redacted some of the information because we didn't want you to know the exact layout of the house.
Yeah.
So if you know...
But this is the main living areas. So starting from the left, you've got the pantry, the kitchen space. Sick. I'm very excited. You'll see more of the finishes because I think I speak for both of us when... We've had these drawings with the furniture in place and like ideas of layouts for a while.
Yeah.
And the layouts from above like this, the bird's eye view stuff looks so much different than an actual 3D run through with like material choices. It's crazy. So it was really cool to see this get transformed into the video you're about to watch, which is basically like kind of envisioning what this could be without making super specific choices.
Yeah.
So my must-haves is like realistic must-haves were just a big kitchen, a gas stove, and lots of windows. And then my pie in the sky wishes for this main area were a breakfast nook and a library.
All of that's on here.
Yes, it is. The rest of it, like living room, I knew that was going to be like mostly you. And dining room, I just wanted the ability to have a huge table. I've got a really big family. And they like to have a themed party.
Yes.
So
her family does the craziest party.
I'll have to take some videos when we do one next time because my Aunt Karen is like the hostess with the mostest. And I really have always wanted to do that. But right now our dining room table is a pool table.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an impossibility. And
that we don't use as a pool table.
Yes. Either. Although I do try to convince you to play pool every now and then.
But we don't like, and neither one of us like losing, so.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the area that I cared the most about. Everything else is just like, yes, that's awesome. That's amazing. But this is really the area that I was like, I have a clear idea in my head of how I want it to function or things that I would like to have.
Yeah. There's almost nothing on this picture that I care about. Realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The like, stuff that you wanted.
We had to set up boundaries. Like when we're coming up with this house and whatnot, these are the areas that I care about, that I want my input to be paramount. These are the ones you can have, and the ones that we coexist in will blend on. It's
funny because because I know what the video is about to be, I see a lot of your like must-haves and your ideas, but they're not on this plan. So like the beams in the ceiling of the living room, the finishes on some of the walls.
Yeah, like industrial stuff. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. All of your industrial stuff is just not on here. I want to see the video.
Okay. I got to see my stuff. I'm getting pissed off looking at this drawing. Okay, here we go. This is looking at the front. That's the front door on the left.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're swinging around.
There's people in our house I don't even know.
Yeah, there's a very creepy woman.
Does that go away if you move? Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, huge 2-story set of windows in the living room. Some kind of approximation of Luke.
I'm going to pause it right here. Check out. This is like steel. This whole back wall is like steel clad, like covered, and oh, it's so sick. I love it. These are I-beams. There's I-beams going across the ceiling.
You'll see more of them in a second.
There's the same stone that's on the outside of the house, flanking the fireplace with some steel panels in the front, and then some custom steel shelvings up. Just steel, everything. Remington steel.
This is all we're balancing out the rest of this area being completely me with the living room being pretty much you.
Yeah, being a metal box.
Yeah. But we're hoping to have some of the mantelpieces or the wood accents be some of the wood that we've saved from the house. We'll see if it's big enough to put there, if the size will work in that area.
Yeah. But this is a cool little area up here. It's like a little, I don't even know.
Alcove?
Like a shelf up here.
Yeah.
So we could put cool like decorations up here for holidays and whatnot that you can see out that window when you approach the house. Mm-hmm. I say we, that's all you. The stairs going up and down.
Yeah. the range area of dreams over there. Very like French hearth style, which is definitely full me. We had a different option here before, and then we started playing around with bringing, because this area looked very modern prior to this change. There was like floating shelves on the either side of like a very square range hood, and this helps soften it up a ton. So it's super helpful to see stuff like this so that we can start tweaking some of the choices that we have, like textural stuff, or like changing the way this range looks to better balance our choices.
I like the island here. You can kind of see it at this angle really well. We're going to get like an old antique butcher block, and the island's going to be notched out so that it fits. It kind of puzzle pieces itself in there. And then the top is going to be oversized to the butcher block base so that as you notch it in, the block kind of nestles on top of the island. Yeah. That's cool. I just love little custom stuff like that.
Yeah, lots and lots of cabinet and drawer space. I'm short, first off, so I don't really need a whole lot of uppers, and this kitchen didn't really lend itself to a whole lot of them anyway. The ones that I have here are only utilized because that's the space that I have, but I definitely prefer drawers and cabinets over like upper cabinets.
Yeah. Also, look at it, like when I look at this, and then, because there's renders, these are just like computer fly-throughs. Yeah. But then you can render it so it makes it more like lifelike, and you'll see those pictures in a minute. Yeah. The difference between how it looks in this and how it looks in the renders is pretty insane. Because right here, you look at all these colors and you're like, this is
because there's no real sunlight added to these videos.
Yes.
You know, there's no outdoor areas that are adding to the vibe or natural light or anything, which this house has a ton of. So these do not any of the videos you see don't accurately represent the amount of sunlight that's going to be in this house. Sure.
This is our little coffee bar.
I'm excited. I want coffee right now.
Yeah. We're getting a nice reveal of your breakfast nook.
Breakfast
Look at that ceiling in there. You got your
my little realistic chandelier over here. My banquette, is that what you're talking about?
We're just talking about the ceiling.
Oh, my tray ceiling. Yep. And I think we're gonna have that be like a frame TV where it looks like art, but it's actually a small television. And that is, I mean, I love a good breakfast nook.
That is a good one.
Very exciting.
That's a good one.
/ mahjong area.
This is your little mud room.
Yep, mud room and like desktop office.
Yo, I just realized, look at this creepy...
The bust?
Look at this creepy guy right here.
He kind of looks like you, but with a short beard.
Oh, never mind. He's hot.
That changed pretty quickly.
It did.
Do you want to help?
You want to help? That wallpaper's kind of sick in there, huh?
Yeah. I think we'll definitely have lots of different wallpapers in this house, as opposed to like having some kind of textural something. I think wallpaper is a nice way to add interest to an area without it, without it looking too much one of our design styles or the other. So here are some of the renderings.
Oh, I went right back to the right picture.
You did, yep. So creepy ladies hanging out in our house at night. So this is like dusk, I guess you would say. So you've got a little bit of the ambient light going on. This is an actual photo of the backyard. This isn't exactly where the house is situated, but they did a really good job of adding that back view there.
Yeah. But so you can get a difference, like you can see how the lighting looks so much different.
Yeah. And let's go down here to the kitchen. Love it. Oh, yeah. And if we did mention, all of the areas that aren't bedrooms are going to be huge, large format concrete look tile.
Yeah, because we wanted to do a full concrete pour, but it's honestly a pain when you're going to have a basement and you have, you got to account for all that weight. It's just a lot more engineering, and they were like, bro, let's just put some tiles down.
If we didn't have a basement, it would be different, but the basement's a necessity. Here's another little side view with some natural light, and again they took a picture of like the front yard and put that in there. So it's pretty cool to see it through the windows finally. It just makes you want to live there real bad. Okay, I think the next thing that we have coming up is the bedroom and library walkthrough.
Okay.
So on the left is going to be the library.
The door slammed open. You saw it? Oh, look at it.
Obviously, that's not the view out of that window.
Well,
but
it's not the ocean?
but yeah, lots of shelves.
Yes.
And I kept telling them to add more because they're like, oh, well, this area is just a blank wall. I'm like, can you fit shelves there? Because I want them. And then all the
like
podcasts.
that back area.
Yeah.
Like put
more shelves.
How about more shelves?
And that closet area will be like where I put all my podcasting stuff. It's going to, like, it looks like two separate pieces right here, but I think I'm going to have them open as one.
There's
have it be faux in the middle. Yeah. And have some organization in there, but all the podcasting stuff will live in that area because I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going to have
it's the most
the podcast.
There could not be a better backdrop for you and your personality.
I agree.
Than this room.
and Susan's a bookworm like I am, my co-host on my podcast, Conscious Contact Podcast. Link in the description.
Yeah.
She loves books just as much as I do,
Yeah.
so I think that'll work out really well.
And the ceiling, you can't really see it, but you're going to have like some kind of...
a tray ceiling with some kind of like either gold leaf or wallpaper or something.
We're not going to have... What are these bears called? Whatever they are, they're not what... I don't own one of these bears.
Yeah.
And I would not own one.
She just picked two super modern, which neither one of us lean that heavily modern pieces.
Yeah.
Like that table will definitely be an antique.
I just wanted a table when I walk in the bedroom to be able to put my wallet, my
dump
keys.
Station.
My dump station
right
there. With
something with drawers is going to go there and not a teddy bear. Yeah.
But then you swing
Coming
on
in the bedroom. Look at them beans.
When you creep around in here and you get a nice little look.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
This bedroom's... It looks huge from this angle.
It is. Keep playing it. It'll swing around.
Let's just swing.
Yeah. So shelving over here for more books or for cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
TV, armoire, workout clothes, unmentionables, all that doesn't live in the closet, or pajamas if you want them easier access. The bed is situated back into this alcove that the architect set up, and it's like clad in wood all the way around.
So it's like it's like a engineered headboard almost.
Yes.
All the way around.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. And there's little cutouts on the sides for plugs and your phone and book. I just keep saying books, more books.
Books a million.
And we'll have some antique pieces in here, matched up with some modern or industrial light fixtures to kind of balance that out.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
See, there's a book.
Wow. What book was that? Or flying in the bathroom?
Flying into the bathroom with our dragon scale tile. Very sick. Some ambient lighting, like very warm toned on the sides.
Yeah, that kind of picks up all the texture.
Yep, you can turn on at night. That way you don't stub your toe on anything. But then you'll have like the cool toned, let's get ready, super bright lights. Some kind of cool pendants that we'll have. Lots of storage. His and hers. Equal. Equality. That's what I'm talking about.
Equality in all things bathroom. Some beams in the ceiling in here.
Yep.
That's your water closet. Know what that's called?
Yep, that's the pooper.
The pooper.
Sickest shower I've ever seen. So those are all windows. I know you can't really tell because there's some crazy rendered stuff outside of it, but those are windows to outside.
Yeah, so it's going to be basically floor to ceiling windows on two of the walls of the shower.
Two corners that butt up together. And we talked about it. I think we're going to create like a little courtyard area over there. Kind of a little bit of like a privacy hedge or something.
Because, I mean, the benefit of living in the middle of 200 acres.
Yeah, we don't really have to worry
about it.
But it would be nice. And that's an area that you can make special that you only see from the shower or when you leave the door to the bathroom.
Whenever you're showering, I'll just be out watering the garden.
Yeah, I bet you And then we're going to swing around to my area.
Oh, yeah, your area.
I mean, you're allowed to use it too, but you're not going to. Nice
little cubby going on in here.
Cubby for the very small soaking tub. I'm short. I'm not extremely short, but I like a small tub. I like to sit up in the tub. I don't want to be falling into it. So this is a smaller tub that you can fill up higher. So you're not just sitting in like waist height water, which, and just very chill, big window. She's got some plants going on there. That window is huge. You see the big black area, but that's just a render. But it's basically floor to ceiling. Gonna go into the closet. Trapped in the closet.
I'm going in I feel huge coming through that little That hallway feels tiny coming through.
So, not an accurate representation of any of our shoes.
Yeah, we're actually superheroes. We wear the same outfit every day. We just, have multiples of it.
But we'll have some long hanging storage for coats and dresses and all that stuff. This is like a vanity area with windows for me to get ready. Big island with lots of drawers. Lots of hanging area on either side that I think we flip around and get to see. But yeah, sick closet. Ample storage. No his and hers. We're all together.
Mm-hmm.
And then that back door right there that just slid out at the end is going to have a mirror on it. So that we don't, because where else are we going to put one?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty smart.
It is. Now we got some renders. So you can see the difference.
Are you ready?
A little lighting makes. Look at that. That's not a real picture.
But it looks like it, doesn't it?
It really does.
And you can see a little bit of everything. So you've got the view out of the closet. You've got the light. They've put the light coming in through the bathroom over here. Mm-hmm. Again, this is a picture of the backyard, which is not what you see through these windows, but super cool to see a tree that I know and love just hanging out outside there. And the lights are on over here. It's just really cool.
And once again, I'm sure you already know this, but the furniture is just placeholders.
Yeah.
None of this is the furniture we're using.
Yeah, just ideas of like how much spatially we can fit in there.
Yeah, like I don't know that we're gonna have a giant.
That's an enormous coffee table.
A giant coffee table in our living room, but
in the living room of our bedroom.
Yes.
We don't know if we're gonna have a living room in our bedroom.
I don't think I need a waiting area to go to bed.
No, you go to bed immediately. I might need a waiting area. And then this is just a little render of how it looks to look into the bathroom from the bedroom. Pretty sick.
It does look sick. I'm not 100% sold on that type of countertop right there. Mm-hmm. Like it's a little
intense.
A little intense.
Yeah.
And hopefully it ain't an 8-inch block of.
No, it's a facade on the front of it. Yeah.
I was about to say we have to cut that down a little bit.
Then we go into your domain that I'm not going to say a word about.
Oh, we are going to the dungeon. All right.
Dungeon.
We are downstairs in the basement.
I'm just going to hang out back here.
First things that you need to know about the basement are look on the left and the right side of the screen. Ken, our architect, had a great idea. I'm sure you know basements. You got to have window wells, right? They're just.
Because they're underground.
They're underground. Yeah. So you'll have like a tiny little window with a half circle.
Yeah, half moon around the outside of it.
That gets full of leaves and crap and no one ever cleans it out. And that's basically how you get airflow or whatever down your basement.
Yeah.
These are basically window wells on either side, but they're giant, like 12 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah. They're small patios that you can walk out onto.
Yes. So once you're in here looking, it's floor to ceiling windows in the basement, but you're still underground. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool. You'll see what that looks like in the render.
Yeah.
Now, on the left, you got my office, which I don't have any furniture layout because I'm going to figure that out once I get in there. And then where you see storage behind it is where I'm going to put all like my PCs, all my equipment, and it's going to run and feed into my office. We got the great room for hanging out, watching the fights with the boys. Just straight up guy stuff, right? Bro time. We got the game room, which is where the pool table will be, pinball machines, whatever. The theater in the bottom right, because there's nothing quite like having a theater in your house.
Yeah, we got spoiled by this house.
We got one here when we moved in. It was already here, and it's fantastic. The exercise room is beside that.
I love that it's an exercise. That just seems like such a nice term for that exercise.
The home gym.
It's a gym.
The home gym.
Yeah.
We've got an area in there that we question marked sauna because we had the room. We may put one in there.
Which is so funny because you hate being hot.
I do, but it's healthy. Like it's a good thing. So that's why it's a question mark.
Yeah.
It could just be where we parked the Peloton.
Yep.
And just run into the wall.
Not an ad, but it could be.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey. Hey. That's where we put the Peloton and or whatever other brands
piece of equipment
wants to go right there. But yeah, I mean, it's basically entertaining space.
Yeah. It's what you loved about this house.
Yeah, because right now this is the same stuff right now that's basically upstairs on the second floor. My office, the loft area where we watch the fights, the theater. So this is just taking that and putting it in the basement.
Yeah, because and I think I speak for both of us, we both really like this house. It's just missing some stuff that I need for it to be more functional to have people over, like just parking.
Yeah,
instance.
I love this house.
Parking.
I just wish it wasn't where it is.
Yes.
If I could pick it up and put it wherever I wanted.
We're surrounded by neighbors. There's no natural light that comes into the house because of how we're situated, and we share a wall.
Yeah.
And there's just no entertaining. There's just no entertaining space because we're using it as a pool table area, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it to be. I don't think I'd want the dining table right there, but
I use it to just.
It's a
catch-all.
dump station. Yeah.
It is. It's a catch-all. All right, let's fly through.
Oh.
Now look, before we even click play, you guys have seen, I'm sure, I've got Delirious got me a Han Solo and Carbonite life-size statue for Christmas one year or something.
Yeah.
It's upstairs. I told them about it, and they tried to emulate that by just standing Han Solo there and then putting...
Genius choice.
So,
yeah. I'm stoked, and shout out to Marta Mitchell Interior Designs and Annalise, because she has killed it.
Yeah, she has. Absolutely.
She's about it, and she's our age, and is very artistic, and she knows who we are, and has definitely made that very apparent in all of our stuff.
So this is looking out of my office, starting from, we're going to do glass door and I guess panels here.
Yep.
And I'm just going to actually, hang on. I'm going to let this play.
Do you want me to restart it?
No, it's fine. It's fine. So we're good. Pause it here. She came up with this, not that she came up with it, but she was like, hey, we should do like a 3-sided fireplace here to keep this flow open through so that it doesn't feel like a corridor as much.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. You can see in the very back there, that's one of those like patio areas that I was mentioning.
Yeah, that's the bigger of the two.
Yeah. We fly down there and you'll get to see it.
Yes. We're going to look at this area a little bit more first.
This is like a cool little seating area with a nice textured wall.
Another option for mahjong. You know what I'm saying? I think that's wonderful. And it's nice to be able to have like a place to throw pizzas and stuff over in this general
And then scroll back to the couch. All right. So back over the couch, we got this nice little like console table behind. So it's kind of like a bar top. So you can put pizzas and drinks or whatever you want back there as well. Just this whole area is for entertaining.
Yeah.
So
the whole house is for entertaining.
Yes. Oh, I love that gym. I love a man named Jim. Jim Gordon.
We're going to have a problem.
Jim Gordon. Now I'll be real, just looking at this now, I can already tell you, I think I'll have 2 chairs to the left and I want a little more walkway through there.
Yeah.
I don't want that, but it's a cool shelving area.
Display some cool stuff. I think we should pause here because this is a lot to...
Yeah, a lot to take in.
Yep. So this will be the big game area.
Yeah.
So we've got a microwave, a sink, like a little, I think there's a mini fridge over there too, to be able to have food down here because that's kind of what we do upstairs where we currently live. TV, pool table, my pinball machine.
Yeah.
And then that little walkout area that you can fully walk out into, and it is sunlight and the real world up above you, not the Matrix.
Yeah.
Down here.
Because I don't know about if it's not clear by looking at this, but the whole point to me of this house is to have a place for the people we care about to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're going to be out on all this land. We'd want people to just come and be.
Yeah.
Like and feel at home and have plenty of space to.
Yeah.
Like all these different seating areas are great because we got a bunch of people over, but everybody can be doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Everybody's not crammed into one room.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, super cool. Those light fixtures are actually some that we have looked at in person. They're pretty sick looking.
And I don't know what this wallpaper is.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sick.
It's kind of sick.
It's kind of sick. I'm not going to lie.
It's one of the ones that I was kind of fiddling around with. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I've never seen wallpaper like that. Yeah, something cool and interesting down here on the walls. Like, and a lot of the decorations and color will come from like a lot of the statues and stuff that you have that we'll display too. And I love that she chose Spider-Man, not even knowing that Spider-Man and Venom are like your top tier. She just chose them and then tried to apologize that they were all Spider-Man. Yeah, and we were like, no, that's literally perfect.
So just flanked by, because this is the interest of the theater, so we're starting it out by having some movie posters out on the outside.
Yeah.
And then we'll have more as we go in.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Woo! Went through the wall.
I'll go through the wall some more. I apologize.
Candy.
All right, so we're going to have a little popcorn station.
Yeah.
Candy wall.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going to be in here.
Just storage, I think, is what they set it up as now.
Gotcha. And I wanted to have 3 rows of seating in here, but the size, you couldn't have 3 like big theater seat rows.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea, I'm sure I'm not a genius, but I had an idea of doing like I don't even know what you call this.
Just a bench.
Just a small bench, a bar height bench, so that you don't have to have another riser, but you're sitting higher than the seats in front of you so that you can actually get that 3rd row without cramming another row of seats in there. They're not going to be the most comfortable seats in the world, but
I don't know. They have a table in front of them, which is none of the other ones are going to. You're going to have to balance a plate on your lap.
That's true.
I think they'll end up being the most coveted ones. Yeah, you can see how you can look through the fireplace from this angle pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Then the little sauna's already put in there, but we don't know if we're going to do that or not. They definitely did not choose like the equipment that we would choose for there. There's a punching bag in there. That is not our vibe. And that's the view when you come down the basement steps.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
I'm going to go back so you can see. You see the greenery here?
Yeah.
This is
Your well.
the other window well. So like behind in my office. So it's again, that's underground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because also the basement has 10-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
So it's not going to feel like a basement at all.
Yeah.
It's going to feel sick.
Yeah. This is nothing that anyone other than me cares about. There's a guest bedroom on the main level. And then there's 2 guest bedrooms upstairs with like a little living area. Because again, his family's in town. Mine is not. They're in Virginia. They're not super far away, but it's a couple of hours. And it's a lot of them. So I wanted to be able to have, if they all want to stay, I want that to be a possibility with, guest bedrooms, blow-up mattresses, open areas that we've got. Or if like my dad's side of the family came to stay or something, enough space for anybody that wants to come to stay and them not feel like they're in our way.
Yeah. And I think we'll probably have a pull-out couch in the loft.
Yes.
Just
somebody's kids or something. That way they don't have to stay in the room with them.
So we'll have, and the basement has the couches. So, I mean, we could easily sleep
my whole
4 to 5 different couples in the house, which is great.
Yeah.
But that's it. Well, that's her, ladies and gentlemen. I
want to live there.
I do too.
But yeah, we're really excited.
I guess the biggest thing that really got me was we finally got to tear the house down, which was like the biggest piece of content that when I first saw this channel that I'm like, yo, wouldn't that be sick? So that was like the catalyst for this whole channel. And then as soon as we get that done, it was like, oh, by the way, anything else you wanted to do, we're just going to have to stop. So it was like everything built up to that. And I got excited and then we're kind of just holding. And
but we just have to diversify. There's going to be like different types of content while we're waiting on foundation stuff to start, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Next week, things will start moving again. And then the week after that, we should have some actual dirt movement going on.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Hopefully no more. My tiny little heart.
I know.
Can't handle any more disappointment.
Send him some encouragement in the comments that, if you've built a house, that this happens.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
But I do apologize that we didn't post last week.
Yeah.
We
missed you.
We did. And my goal was to never disappoint you guys. So we're going to I'll try to stay on top of that better. You keep me honest.
Trying.
And I think that's all.
Yeah.
Folks.
Nice.
And that's all, y'all. No, it doesn't work still. It still doesn't work. But yeah, I think that's it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the house. If you think of anything sucks.
Yeah.
If you really like something.
Keep that to yourself.
No, probably. Tell us. I want to hear it.
Well, not really.
So I can know who to fuck in the comments.
No.
But no, for really, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Once again, the Discord is a cool place to hang out.
Yeah.
It's actually a very adult Discord.
It is. I just dropped some killer recipes.
What?
Yeah.
If you're hungry, go to Discord.
Or not. Maybe not. Depends. If you want to cook or not.
Oh, that's true. But anyways, look, we're just going to ramble all night. I love you guys. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll catch you next week. That's all, folks!